Busy as usual. As you can tell, it's getting cold in our workshops. The roof does a good job keeping the sun out in summer, which is nice. Now it's getting colder. It carries on. I'm going to have to put the fire on soon, especially because the wife works with me and she doesn't like being cold at all. So I end up spending half my time lighting the fire, putting wood on the fire and trying to keep her warm, which doesn't help when you're trying to work and earn money. Anyway, thought you might like to see what we've got going on. We've got an engine there, Type 4 engine a guy's brought. He's bought it off somebody who apparently has videoed and documented him building it, and it's supposed to be really good. But we'll see when it goes on here, which is the Stuska water brake engine dyno. So when we build our engines, or if anybody else has built an engine and they want it dynoing setting up, we'll put it on here, and obviously we can put it under load, set everything up, see how much brake force and torque it's putting out. That's a 1915 engine that the wife's built, just waiting on a couple of little bits and pieces for it, like a belt that'll fit this pulley kit that's come, an MST one. The belt that comes with it does not fit at all, it's far too small. The standard ones are far too big, so yet again faced with another puzzle to figure out, because parts that are supplied just don't work, which is amazing. Bluetooth 123 distributor there, they're really good, handy. Get a display on your phone, temperature, RPM, speed, various other bits and pieces, and they have a built-in immobiliser. You put a code in, so when your phone's not connected to it, it's immobilised. When you get in the vehicle, put the ignition on, let it connect to your phone, put the code in, turns the immobiliser off, and away you go. So that's a really handy feature. So yeah, like I say, that's the water brake dyno. That's the water brake, which gets fed water from a pump over in the corner. Excuse the mess, we've got all sorts going on. That pumps the water then into, again, a very messy looking dyno control station. So we have the gate valve there, open that, engine running, that puts water into the water brake. The water brake puts strain on the engine. We then get a torque reading on this nice gauge here, and then you calculate between torque and RPM to get your brake horse and everything. A few important gauges there: oil pressure, oil temp, AFR. Got a different AFR meter up here made by Innovate, and fuel pressure, because most twin weather carbs and whatnot like a really low fuel pressure, so it's they've got to be set just right, otherwise they overface the floats in the float bowls and then they can overfill. Case we've got on here set up, I've line board it, and while it's on this jig nice and secure, been drilling and tapping for oil gallery plugs, and then we can then clean all the media, because this has been vapor blasted, which is why it looks so clean. All the oil galleries are full of sand and media and stuff, so we need to get that out obviously before we build anything with it, or it'll just chew through the bearings in no time. Got a cylinder head in the parts washer there, having a nice clean. Valve master for regrinding valves, resurfacing valves, as long as they're not really badly pitted and the stems are in good condition, and we clean them up on there so we can reuse them. Strip down bench and cylinder heads on here. These heads are just waiting for a check over for 1641 build that will starting soon. Those in that box are a set that we opened out for 90.5 for somebody. Cases and parts and stuff and things everywhere. And then another machining room in here. I need to fix this machine because it had a noisy head on it. I got given this one though, so that was nice. Put a DRO on it, and then I'm going to set this one up for doing my case machining on, so the other one I can just leave set up for doing line boring. Winter warmer that I have to spend a long time filling up and getting going to keep the wife happy in winter. It's also nice for defrosting tools on before you pick them up. That's one of my lathes. Balancer there. That stays set up on this old Victoria miller that we got donated this, so we stripped the head off because it didn't work for a long time, just to provide a nice stable permanent fixture for the crank balancer. And we can balance any inline or flat crank. We just can't do V cranks because we don't have all the bob weights and stuff for it. Another lathe here, Chester lathe, that's handy for trimming bearings, doing small, more intricate work. Engine build room. We're just having a bit of a clean up, bit of a tidy up, organise the place. Stuff in a box to come out there. A couple of cases that I'm working on at the minute, ready for building. And that's about it. Cheers.